Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at an all-shadow team here. Started that first battle a little late, almost forgot to start recording. Whenever my son's around and I'm like, yes, that was a crazy win. And then my son will usually say something like, are you recording? Just to make sure I got that on film. So this is the most expensive team that you can have. If you have another shadow that's level 50, then I suppose that is going to just substitute whatever here. But the Lugia is going to be extra expensive here. And then of course we did take a look at the strongest quick moving Go Battle League in my last video or a couple videos back with Shadow Gardevoir's Charm, and it just melts everything, including the steel types. And then of course the old Shadow Snorlax, which is just the go-to for me. Personally love this thing a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and put them all together. We've done this before, but we're gonna go ahead and do it again. Just a nice quick video for you here, just so you can have an idea as to like see what an all shadow team can do here. And I do believe they're a pretty balanced team. We are going to be a little bit weaker to the steel types because of the dragon tail and the flying moves, and then you have charm with the Gardevoir and weak to steel. So the Snorlax is the only kind of protector from that, although Shadow Lugia can go up against the steel type still to some degree with its dragon tail, as well as Aeroblast and even Sky Attack if you need to get that off. But anyways, if you do enjoy my videos, folks, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you need to, turn notifications on, and let's see what we have going on here. Don't worry, I will be bringing you Shadow Force Giratina to see how that does perform. I'm just doing a few things behind the scene here, got some videos backed up, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at these. So we're going to be retreating with that Snorlax that does have, it looked like we had a superpower ready to go. And they're going to be bringing in Landorus as we do swap into our Lugia here and just absorbing the Stone Edge because, well, we're just a tank. The tankiest thing in the game pretty much, as far as Master League is concerned and meta Pokemon. Not so much the Shadow Lugia, but you know where I'm going with that. Alright, so they're pretty low. They have no more shields left, so we're going to go ahead and bring in Gardevoir and charm them down. Great, start building up that energy. Snorlax has no energy, ready to go. Well, no health. It has energy, but we got to be very precise because we do not know. We've got literally like maybe 2 or 1 HP, so we got to be right on the dot here. Alright, so going up against this Excadrill, this is gonna KO. Unfortunately, we just can't. Oh, we survive and get off this Shadow Ball. Are you kidding me? Gardevoir just holding on, taking out the Dialga. Oh, not quite. Oh, no. All right. See, if I was able to take them out there, then I would have been able to superpower the Excadrill. Ah, they just had a charge move. I just needed one more lick. That was crazy. All right, good game. Moving on to our next battle, we got a shiny Xerneas. Great, love to see that. It looks very funny from this end, the way it attacks. Especially at a ×2 speed. It looks a little ridiculous. Alrighty. Anyways, it's a great Pokemon despite its quick attack that it has going on there. So we're going to go ahead and shield that one up and go for the Body Slam here. They did lower their stats. Still not enough to take them out. I'm just hoping that we'll survive a superpower or close combat. And unfortunately not. So we go down with energy. They haven't shielded a single thing up, so we're going to bring in the Lugia and try to farm them down with Dragon Tail. Start building up that energy, and we're actually able to do so. Great. They're bringing in a Zacian. And we're going to go ahead and build up to the Aeroblast and go for a Sky Attack. See if we can get a shield out of them, and we do, because everybody's got to fear that Aeroblast, especially if they're not resisting it. Even Metagross is shield up potential incoming Aeroblast because they know it's just that devastating, even to their Steel type, not very effective from the Shadow Lugia. Alright, so they're swapping into a Yveltal, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Gardevoir to melt this thing out of here. Now we kind of need to shield that up. We may barely have survived, but I want to kind of hold on to its health here going up against this Zacian. I don't think we're going to be able to survive a charge move at this point anyways. We almost got the Shadow Ball. We're able to get there. Alright, looking good. Getting off the Shadow Ball. Gardevoir putting in that work. Let's go. Getting that shield. And the Zacian goes down by charm. And we're taking that win because we still had our Pokemon in the back. Moving it on to the next battle. What are we going to see here? A Dialga. Okay, that's fine. Gardevoir would love to see this here, but this is also a matchup the Snorlax doesn't mind at all here. So we're just going to go straight for the superpower because I'm sick and tired of this building up to 2 and the catch. So we're just going to go ahead and throw it right away here. We were going to shield up anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Shielding up this Iron Head and getting off the next superpower. So what they can do at this point is shield up again. And then far, or just not. Yeah, it doesn't do enough and they can get to another one. Okay, there you go. Well, you don't need to shield it up. Perfectly fine, but we're going to go ahead and farm down with Dragon Tail. Well, they don't want us to farm. They don't want us to farm. They swap into the Giratina and we bring in our Gardevoir. And that's making it 2 Pokemon that we're going to be strong against with this Gardevoir here, although we're very low at this point. Don't know if they want to bring their Dialga in here, and they're going to. Down it goes. Okay, giving me a little bit of farm. Oh, they got 3 Pokemon weak to Charm. Technically, the Dialga is not going to be taking super effective because of the Steel type, but we're still able to take off about 75% of its health, which is pretty crazy with the amount of HP that we did have left on the Gardevoir. Bringing in the Lugia to take them out with the Sky Attack, and we're taking that win. Very brave person using an all-dragon team there. Moving on to our next one here, met with another Excadrill, or at least an Excadrill, the first lead here, I suppose. And we're going to let this go. You always just let this go. And you do not throw your superpower yet. Look out for a potential catch because they can throw in a Lugia and you're throwing a superpower and it's going to do barely any damage. Alright, so they're going to be shielding up that first one now. Since we did lower our stats, I think we may be able to survive barely, but we're going to go ahead and shield it up. They're swapping into Yveltal. We're bringing in our Gardevoir. And let's just have a little fun and melt this thing away here. Again, Dark Pulse is going to be doing a decent amount of damage because of our Psychic type. Our Fairy typing is going to neutralize it, but we're Shadow and we're Gardevoir going up against these legendaries here. So in comes the Excadrill, and well, we're shieldless. This is going to KO, unfortunately. We just can't take a hit. That's just the way it goes. You do a lot of damage, but you definitely need shields for it. So I'm just thinking what I should do here. Going to go ahead and bring in the Snorlax and go for the superpower and take them out or get their shield. They're letting it go. What do they have in the back? It is a Mewtwo. Alright, so they do back out here, I do believe. So I think the reason why they did that is because they probably had Psy Strike and Focus Blast, and they just simply didn't have the moves to take us out. They just wouldn't have been able to do it. Anyways, moving on to our next one here. We're met with a Zacian, and let's get it on. Gonna wait for them to throw. Looks like a swap. Alright, I was trying to catch a super... why do I keep calling it a superpower? Close combat there, but yeah, they're hitting me with a Play Rough, unfortunately. And they're retreating with energy. You better believe they have plenty of it as well. Building up to an Aeroblast, and we're going to go for a Sky Attack. Like I said, people always will shield this up for the most part, and we're getting a shield out of them. And I wanted to go for, try to get to the Aeroblast, but I kind of felt a little nervous here. Unfortunately, we could have probably done that, but it made it a little bit more comfortable for them after we did throw our Sky Attack, as they did know that we were not going to be able to get to a Aeroblast at that point. Taking them out. Alright, we still have 2 shields and a Gardevoir, so we're kind of putting all of our hope into this thing here. Now, we have to remember that this Zacian's probably got like 2 charge moves ready to go. You can't have 2 Play Roughs, but you can right about now, so there it is. So I think we do also shield this up. Gonna farm them all the way down here. And there's a Palkia in the back. Now, I got a little too excited about that charm damage, and I wasn't paying attention and hitting that Shadow Ball to take them out. So they're gonna be able to hit us with an Aqua Tail. But yeah, big time screw up. I really thought I was not going to be able to pull this off. So I farmed down the Palkia. We're going to go ahead and go for a Body Slam. They still have a shield. I so should have threw that that Shadow Ball. I screwed up big time. But anyways, all Shadow team, extremely expensive. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Thank you for watching and take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Touch the deck.